Holmes, you simply have to face up to it. You need to have a serious discussion with Kate about her origins.
I can't.
No more excuses. She will learn soon enough that Alice is leaving. This other hidden secret. She will not forgive you.
She does not need to know why.
No? So she will blame you for Alice's departure. Is that what you want?
No, I certainly... It's as Kate said, I always do the wrong thing where she's concerned.
Now look here. I'll take care of your case once we're back at Baker Street.
Cabby, why have we stopped?
The road to the square is blocked, sir.
Why?
There's been a bad road accident.
Oh, splendid.
I'd fucking say. Shit.
We'd better hurry. There may be injured who need help. He has stopped breathing. There's no heartbeat. His pupils are constricted, but they are moving. He is still alive. I must act quickly to save him.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Get to play some DDR here.
Thank goodness. This man will live.
Okay, who's next?
Holmes, don't just stand there. Do something.
Yeah. Are you awake?
There are no wounds or injuries. I'd better call for Watson.
Watson! Yeah.
My name is Dr. Watson. Let me examine you.
Somebody!
It hurts. There's some extreme bruising.
Help!
No bones appear to be broken. I think that an improvised bandage will do for now. One moment, and I'll fetch what I need. Now, let me apply the bandage.
It's a rope.
I need something else besides rope.
Oh. Got this. There, got another one. Splint. Bam.
Thank you, Doctor.
You're perfect. You're good to go, buddy.
Perhaps Holmes will find a way to free this pawn.
Thank you, Doctor.
I see no visible injuries. Perhaps I could use ammonia.
What the fuck you got just a random vial of ammonia?
My head.
Let's save everyone here. Oh god, there's a guy in there. No, he dead.
Don't worry, I'm okay.
Okay.
Over here!
Are you okay?
Oh, my shoulder.
I'd better call for Watson.
Watson! I gotta build a character portrait of this guy? Oh my god. Okay. Now what do I do? I was gonna say cut off his leg. Where was the handsaw? There. Just don't worry about it. I'm not masturbating. You're gonna be just fine, my friend.
Thanks for your help.
Perhaps Holmes will find a way to free this pawn man.
Please! Help!
Can I help you? I need you! Get your ass over here!
Here! Over here! I would have died if not for you.
Let's build a character portrait.
Thank you for saving me.
Here, you're gonna be fine.
I'm a doctor. Will you allow me to look at your shoulder?
Oh god.
Ouch!
Oh! I don't know what this means. What does this mean? Okay. Did I fix
Thanks
it?
for your help.
What was that, 7 out of 9? That's pretty good.
Holmes, it appears the police have arrested someone. Perhaps it is the person responsible for this disaster.
Well, clearly it was a bombing of sorts. Are you going there yet?
Oh, what a mess.
Yeah, I'd say. Okay, that's electrified. This guy. Who do we have here?
Let me go. You're talking nonsense.
Insulting a police constable, eh? That's quite enough.
What's happening here, Constable?
Mr. Holmes, this gentleman here is the fellow who built the scaffolding which collapsed and caused this accident.
That ain't true.
How were you hurt?
This hammer hit me on the leg.
How?
It flew out from the scaffolding I put up. When the damn thing collapsed, the hammer flew out and coshed me
You were
leg.
standing over there at the time.
Oh, aye. Yeah, that's right.
So it would not have been possible for him to bring the scaffolding down, Constable.
Perhaps it was poorly constructed.
Oh, right. Yes, of course. And what made it fall? Perhaps it was you, waving around that rotten stick of yours.
You'll wind up getting a taste of it if you carry on like this.
One moment, Constable. The scaffolding here has been entirely dislodged. It is unlikely that this disaster could have been the fault of this gentleman. Allow me to inspect the area, and if you could possibly be of use, close off the surrounding section. Do not grant anyone access, nor allow them to leave. Is that quite clear?
Absolutely, Mr. Holmes.
This accident is a little unusual. I need to concentrate on the details. I must include all the participants in the accident sequence.
Okay, what does that mean?
My poor leg.
Mr. Holmes?
Mr. Holmes!
The rope holding the bunting was torn apart. A large section of it is now missing. Celebratory bunting.
I know what happened. He hit the flagpole, crashed into the statue, which caused the scaffolding to fall down, and made these guys crash and knocked over power lines and started fires with electricity.
Good day to you,
and
sir.
there
Would
was
you
an
mind
explosion
answering
because there was
some
gunpowder.
questions? I'm investigating this accident. Are you
Well
the
done.
driver of this cart?
Solved.
Yeah. I was transporting vegetables from my farm to the London market.
What can you tell me about the accident?
I don't know. There was a collision. I felt the ground. I come over all dizzy.
What did you collide with?
That contraption up in front of me. He stopped all of a sudden, and I tried to avoid him, but I wasn't quick enough.
Do you have any idea what might have caused this cab to stop so sharply?
No, no idea.
Okay, you are not helpful at all. That poor horse.
This technical cab was involved in this tragic accident.
You see what happened?
This is an absolute disaster.
Yes.
This is an absolute disaster.
Might I ask you some questions regarding the accident?
Please, not now. I'm in shock.
No shit, you fuckheads. Everyone's in
A
shock.
common phaeton. An uncommon location.
Oh, that poor fucking horse. See? Told you.
This horse was blinded by the flag, causing it to bolt into the window. The overturned lamps may well have caused the fire and explosion. Celebratory bunting. A dead driver, another victim of the explosion. This cab was set on fire by the explosion at the lamp shop. The driver is dead. He was killed by the explosion. Might I ask you some questions regarding the accident?
It all happened so quickly. There was an explosion and my horse startled and threw me back against those wardrobes.
Might I ask you some questions?
It all happened so quickly.
This jaunting car would be capable of traveling at great speed. Might I ask you some questions regarding the accident?
No, you can't. Go away.
What a cut. There's only a bunch of people that died here, no big fucking deal. But go on along your day.
This
How about that?
mechanism played a part in the accident, I'm sure of it.
Pumpkin. Pumpkin. Hit the lifting mechanism. Drop the platform. Like that. Counterweight.
No, it wasn't like that.
Okay. Pumpkin. Hit the lifting mechanism. Sent the counterweight flying, which then put the platform up and the bulk. No. Okay. I know. Pumpkin. Forward. Lifting mechanism. Counterweight. Boom.
That's it.
Damn, that was really elaborate.
This carriage was struck by the scaffold when it fell.
Do I have enough clues now to make everything happen? Oh god, this is a fucking nightmare. Okay, more stuff in the back here. There's a pumpkin.
Might I ask you some questions regarding the accident?
It all happened so quick.
Those wardrobes fell like dominoes. The pumpkins fell here after the sprung cart collided.
What a bloody carnage.
I sure say. Oh, we gotta go over here more maybe. I don't know. Where else do I go?
This cab hit the scaffold and caused it to fall.
Oh, that was a two-pointer.
Celebratory bunting. Might I ask you some questions regarding the accident?
Please. Not now.
This carriage was struck by the scaffold when it fell.
What about the statue itself? One more fucking thing.
No, you can't.
Oh.
Those wardrobes felt like dominoes.
There we go.
The old gas lamps in this square have been upgraded to electricity. That's it.
We did it.
I believe I've enough information about this accident. Now let's recreate the sequence of events.
Oh god. Okay. Okay, past time. I mean... Okay. So what happened? Which side am I looking at? Oh, this is the pumpkin. Okay. So this guy... No, I don't want you to be first. Reset sequence. Okay, this guy first. Pushed him. Oh, things are happening way too quickly. This guy first collided into this, which caused that to knock over. This guy stopped and he kept going because he was scared. And then his pumpkins fell out. No. That happened. Collapse that. Fuck that up. Then fucked him up. Then that fell. Then this guy.
Must include all the participants in the accident scene.
I mean, it looks pretty fucking close. I don't know how to do. What does the question mark mean? God, this is so fucked up. Alright, so this guy knocked that over, which knocked that stopped. He knocked that over. Then hit this. That fucked up. Fucked up. Him? And then that. That.
Must include all the participants in the accident.
Isn't that everyone? Where's 13? Oh, the explosion. Shit.
think so. I should pay more attention to details.
The thing is just a pain in the ass to set up. But that can't be true. Unless he caused everything. The horse up top, and then the pumpkin horse. Yeah, let's try that. So then that would be next. And third. Shit.
It wasn't like that.
I think he caused it though.
It wasn't like that.
Top horse served down. The pumpkin horse had to suddenly just stop suddenly to avoid running into it, causing toppling of both bases and scaffolding. Yeah. Okay, what we know for sure is that this motherfucker here swerved into these bookcases. These bookcases knocked this down, which electrified this, and then this stopped him. Didn't this guy say that he had to swerve because this, like, he had stopped suddenly? So let's maybe try that. And he had to swerve to the scaffolding, which cut that. Because both of these carriages ran into the flag at the same time. It's gotta be something like that.
don't think so. I should pay more attention to details.
You would have died in the electric. Yeah, I guess that's true. Purple horse. How about this one? He passed after the guy hit the wardrobes, but before they knocked over the light pole. That could work, Jess. Let's go back and review.
What a bloody carnage!
Might I ask you some questions regarding the accident?
It all happened so quickly. There was an explosion and my horse startled and threw me back against those wardrobes.
That doesn't seem like it would make any sense. Unless, I mean, maybe. So if that were the case, that would mean this guy has to be very last. So if he went first, it would have triggered this, triggered that. Ran into that, which hurt him. And this guy ran into that, which killed him.
I don't think so. I should pay more attention to details.
Oh, goddamn.
This technical cab was involved in this tragic accident. This carriage was struck by the scaffold when it fell.
Okay, that we know.
My poor leg.
This cab hit the scaffold and caused it to fall.
And they both had the flag on the front of it. So it's just a matter of who hit what first.
This horse was blinded by the flag, causing it to bolt into... The driver is dead. He was killed by the explosion. This cab was set on fire by the explosion at the lamp shop. Might I ask you some questions regarding the accident?
It all happened so quickly. There was an explosion and my horse startled and threw me back against those wardrobes.
Okay. So we know the sequence is, at very least, him into the wardrobe, into the post here, killed him. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. We know the scaffolding killed this guy. There were 2 carriages here. What was this? We didn't find that before.
The axe was catapulted by the scaffold, and it landed here. The rope holding the bunting was torn apart. A large section of it is now missing.
Let's check our... A technical cab stopped suddenly for no reason. For no known reason. So I was transporting vegetables from my farm to the London market. There was a collision. I fell to the ground. I come over all dizzy. What did you collide with? The contraption up in front of me. He stopped all of a sudden. I tried to avoid him, but I wasn't quick enough. Do you have any idea what might have caused this cab to stop so sharply? No, no idea. No, I'm not gonna skip it, Jess. I'm a master fucking detective. Alright, so he said that...
This carriage was struck by the scaffold when it fell. This technical cab was involved in this tragic accident.
So he's talking about this one. This one stopped suddenly, right? The contraption up in front of me stopped all of a sudden. I tried to avoid him, but I wasn't quick enough. I know. Contraption. Is that... I think that's what he's talking about, the technical card.
Might I ask you some questions?
It all happened so quick.
This jaunting car would be capable of traveling at great speed.
Let's check this guy out. This hammer hit me on the leg. So the only person I was able to interview, which was the pumpkin guy, swerved because this thing stopped suddenly. I have no fucking idea. Wait, what? So the cab. So electric horse, then pumpkin horse, then sequence. Electric pole is 13. Okay. If the electric pole is 13, then that makes sense. So he would go up to here. We'd stop. This guy swerves. That's that. I don't know, should both of these be together? Probably not. Explosion. Kill that guy. That's it.
That's it. The technical cab's sudden halt caused this disaster, but the lamppost fell down afterwards. So why did the cab stop?
Oh, now we gotta figure that out? Oh, God.
There's a metal strapping.
He had a heart attack. He was murdered on the job.
A tattoo. I suspect. This man was killed by
Palms
electricity,
are
as
sweaty.
shown by the distinct mark on his hand.
Knees weak, arms are heavy. There's vomit on his sweater.
This man was armed with a revolver.
There's definitely no
Webley,
mud
I
spaghetti. I don't know what to think, guys. Oh, God. This guy was masturbating. See? Easy paint remover. He had paint on
A
his
piece of
wiener.
fabric drenched in solvent. Some kind of solvent.
He inhaled too much solvent in a closed environment. Sticky licorice, my ass.
Rasco. Yes, I know him. He's a small-time local criminal. A pneumatic hammer.
Is that it? Oh, hang on. Not ready for that. Definitely not ready for that.
Some kind of solvent. A piece of fabric drenched in solvent. Some kind of solvent.
Oh, I don't know why there's an exclamation point there. There's more clues there.
This crank has been turned.
They turned his crank. What am I missing back here? More clues. He has a sticky material on his pants.
A pneumatic hammer.
What am I missing in here?
Some kind of solvent.
Paint remover.
A piece of fabric drenched.
Fuck you, Sherlock Holmes! Fucking hate you.
A piece of fabric drenched in solvent.
There's something right there. I can see it. There's blood under there. There's some shit. Help! Hand stain on cone.
There's a metal strapping.
A metal strapping young lad. Yeah, I found everything on him though. Unless there's... something with this fucking box, but I just can't look at the side of van. Side of van. New side of van. Wow.
This cab was painted recently.
Fuck this game.
There is some text underneath the paint here.
This game can eat my
Being built,
asshole.
I'll need to find a way to remove this fresh paint.
Maybe I can use a solvent. The Underground Railway. How clean does this have to be?
Underground Electric Railways Company of London.
You did it, dude. Figured it out.
A pneumatic... Mud. Oof, smells bad.
It's poop. It's poop again. Oh god, they're robbing something. Wire.
There is some electrical wiring here beneath the manhole.
Nope. This all is set up. What's that guy doing? Oh god, a double lockpick may be used in the same way as two single ones. What? The fuck is a double lockpick? So yeah, 3 and a 1. No. What? Too old for this shit. Never know how to use these fucking things. Okay. So I can use this and... Oh, no, I need 1, 3. There we go. Can I get a 2-2? A 3-2. That should work.
I've not seen such a device before.
This is bad. Okay. Okay, what's happening here? Excuse me. What is this game?
The electrical charge which affected the technical cab came from here.
But no.
I can see the technical cab very well from here.
All the puzzles in this game I figure out just by randomly pressing shit. Smoke on the water. Women are not allowed to smoke in public. The court declares, say Magistrate Adcox ruled that it is no longer a crime for a woman to smoke in a public area, in London at least. He then proceeded to discharge Mary Towson, Edna Custer, and Elsie Watkin, relators who had been smartly arrested for smoking in Trafalgar Square.
An open bottle of cheap wine. A single glass containing traces of alcohol.
Wait. Shut up. Constable, we found it. Figured it out. Where you at?
My poor leg.
Holmes, I was looking for you. I have an idea about the accident.
Never mind.
don't say, huh?
This one is murder.
What?
What?
You? You're the murderer,
You're
eh?
off your head.
Are you sure, Holmes?
Oh yes. A murder and an accident, because the killer, by electrocuting the cab, created this chaos. And so this multiple crash is now our great chance.
Our great chance? Of what, Holmes?
The culprit could not have planned for this to happen, don't you see? And it is possible that he is still here due to the prompt arrival of the police. Now I see 5 men who could be our murderer. Let us take a look at the map.
I don't want to look at that map anymore. Very close to apartment in an ideal position to watch. Square Dilly, local worker, was injured during an accident. It's the guy with the arm. Oh yeah, it was that fucking creepy dude. The guy that didn't want to answer any questions. Basically told me to fuck off. Not wounded during an accident, distant from the apartment. Who are you? Could be a random pedestrian, angry and nervous. Not wounded during an accident, distant from the apartment. Maybe he was the lookout guy. Close to the apartment, could deliver a disturb lifting mechanism. Sprung car driver was injured during an accident. Who are you? Why are you in my zone? Huh? This guy. I don't want to talk about it. Very close to apartment, not wounded during accident. Could be a random pedestrian. He's not. Where's the other last guy? We got him. Got him. Got him. Got him. Who else is alive at the scene? One, two, three. Oh, it didn't register before. Remember. Okay. This man is near the end of the square. He attempted to leave, perhaps because he did not wish to see the police. He had time to activate the electro device and run away. This man is near the end of the square. He has just arrived. Perhaps he wanted to help the wounded. He is some distance from the flat. If he wanted to help, why is he so, like... seems very asshole-ish. This man is driver who was part of the accident. Fortunately, he was not wounded by the explosion, perhaps because he knew what was about to take place. Or it's obvious that he was occupied during the accident. It would not have been possible for him to activate the electrical device at the same time. I don't think so. This guy... I think he's a suspect. That was a cart guy. Hammerman. Said he was hit by a hammer. Where was the hammer? They're all suspects. Confirmed.
That's it.
I mean, that was a hammer there, but I don't know.
Constable, I suspect 3 people here. Take them to Scotland Yard for questioning.
As long as I don't leave empty-handed, all's good and well.
I know that look, Holmes. Have you found something new?
That's right. In order to trap the cab, the killer must have known the precise route it would take. Or even, that could suggest the cab must have set out not far from here, in this very street, perhaps.
Remarkable. Holmes, I'm terribly sorry, but I must go to the hospital now to help tend to the wounded.
I understand, Watson.
But don't forget our earlier discussion. About Kate.
I already forgot, sorry.
Mud. Oof. Smells bad.
That's where the technical cab came from. Found her.
There was a collision here. The lock was forced. A trail of mud goes through the entire room.
Snake nest and conspiracy. In the district of St. Victor, while in the act of demolishing an old house, masons have uncovered a nest of snakes which has spawned upwards of 100 squirming reptiles. These reptiles did inhabit the bottom of a well, long since dried up. In the middle of this snake nest there was the skeleton of a child who had likely plunged down the well to his or her death. Jesus. Surprisingly, the skeleton in question was still holding a red Morocco portfolio, much disintegrated, apart from one legible strip of paper which read, "Do not reveal the plot." Well, he definitely did not reveal it. Is someone back there? Yeah. So I need a 2-3. 3-2. Right? No. Need a 2-3. 2-4. 2-4 would work, I think. that's not right. One. Oops. Okay. I need a 4, 4, 3. A 3, 4. 4, 3, 3. Oops. I'm getting good at this.
A workshop. Saleable items are produced. Mud. Oof. Smells bad.
Let me guess. There's a secret hole under the floor.
It looks as though the carpet was placed here intentionally.
Whoa.
An old access point to the sewers.
We're going deep. Kitten. Come here, Maggie. Hello, kitten. There's someone here. Smell him.
A pneumatic drill, the same as the one that we found.
This game is noisy. All the metal sounds are really fucking bad in this game. Professional. Alright, Sticky, we'll catch you later then. Don't have too much fun. I hate this shit in games, I really do.